And we'll finish up like normal with some Spimenta. Hopefully, the other three classes can. Oh no. Well, I've seen this start before. I think Unicorn Fawn. I think Unicorn Fawn's better than Ambiguous. It gives me better shots, which gives me more damage overall, is what I'm thinking. Like, if I can do a cool bounce shot onto a refresh, that's much more valuable than getting an average, like, +1 or +2 damage per. Let's say +1 hit per shot. I don't really know how much Ambiguous counts for. But in the last two shots, it's been 2 hits. Um, yeah. It's also just like a very fun passive to have. They did heavily nerf the how good it was with what's the passive? Heavy Hand? Or did they? Didn't they unnerf it? I think they did when they finalized the changes for Heavy Hand. Which is actually pretty nice if they unnerfed it, because it's definitely a passive that is like a passive combo that's really nice to hit. I think I'd take immediate hard left. Probably not doing any upgrades. It also means that I can do stuff like that for greeting, which is decent. Interesting. Very interesting. I think this is a very simple choice here. Ambidextrony is an exceptionally good passive. It's just absolutely incredible to have. I mean, my successful Baladin run... No, it didn't actually. Oh, wow. Talking about the Cruci 20 run, but I mean, you could see just how much ambidextrony was doing in that video, right? Like, it was so good for some of the runs. Even if they didn't actually win, it was just really nice to be able to get through my deck like that. No, I definitely actually did have in the winning run, because I was... oh yeah, nah, triple store I did. Yep. Cool. That was... Oh yeah, no, and I specifically didn't have it in the run which lost. Yeah, no, okay. Good. Perfect. Great damage there. Now I get to do a fun shot like this because I kind of want to hit the bomb at this angle rather than any other angle, like slightly more like that. Yes, perfect. Because that way I get to go over to the right hand side of the map and it actually is pretty cool, even though it doesn't really matter because none of the pegs there are actually dealing their damage to the enemy. I care about damaging. You know, something like this? Not quite. Unfortunate. Could lose a bit of health here, not too much. No crit. 40 damage. Alright, here we go. Aspiment Originality, so this Terrible is actually one of the better orbs in our deck. It's still mild because, you know, it's small. And small means it's hitting a lot less. But, yeah, also 2-4. It's better stats than all the Pebbles. Bombaton is very decent. I really need a good source of AoE. I was kind of thinking that, like, Ambidextrony Echo would get me there. Ideally, we're not going to the store. Yes. No. 63 cash, though. You want me to go to a store on 63 cash? I mean, I can. I've done it before, and I'll do it again, but, like, I would rather not. Yeah, no, we take this elite, and then we take the store afterwards. The other way just is not worth it whatsoever. I don't know why I was even considering it, to be honest. Okay, this is a fight where I'm really, really glad I have a Bombat on. That being said, the bomb placement is mild. It's not horrendous, but it's like pretty bad. It's just not exactly doing the most for me. Oh wow, that was not what I was looking for, I'm going to be honest. Absolutely not what I was looking for. Yes, there's some bombs. Let's get it going, because I really want to not have to deal with the minions whatsoever. Oh, that could have been so much. That could have been so much. Oh! Somehow it still hasn't. Alright, there we go. That is very, very clean. Now, I took slightly more damage than I would have liked before getting to this slime. But overall, 2-4. Sure, I'll shoot a 2-4. I would hit the refresh. Interesting. Wasn't planning on doing that, but oh wow, that's a lot of damage. A solid 80 or something? Actually, why not just be way more than that? Almost double. Cool. So on Elite Fire, we only drop down a tiny bit of health, honestly. Like 20-ish health or something? That's very, very fine. Actually, way less. It's Infection or 1. Criticus. I believe that Spinfection 1 is better here. It also means that... Okay, no, that's not real. I'm playing Spinventer, so debuffed Spinventer is just... It's not a thing. It's just not a thing. Yes, you can do some really good debuffing stuff, especially with the new change to... Okay. Okay. I'll take it. The new change to... Smoke, choke, smoke what? Because we have choke what, yes. Okay, 21 damage for 59 gold. That sounds super worth it. I just healed 15 HP and now I get to buy one more passive? Oh no. If you would be so kind as to... Phew. Spooky for a moment. Man, I don't know about this. What is actually here that I want? I guess... Yeah, there's only really one option here. If we have one fight, I'll consider buying the rubble. The rubble is pretty damn good. Look, I did mention it, but yeah, if I want to be winning these Cruci 12, these tournament runs, like, I think that constantly buying rubbles is just a really good way to go. It's just such good early tempo, especially for this class. It's already a 3-6. It's going to be hitting my bombs. It's going to be hitting my refreshes, which right now, my refreshes are super important. I kind of wanted to take Cookie and Refresher there more than the Complex Claw. Like, Complex Claw short's nice and all. But the thing is... Surely that hits one, but thank you. I kind of just want to prioritize hitting refreshes the most, I think. Because I get scaling for hitting refreshes, it's actually kind of very nice. And just like trying to maintain refreshing as much as possible is really good. And Cookie kind of does that by letting me live longer, which, you know, healing is also just very nice. And Refresher just inherently does it. Also combines well with the Cookie. We can hit 2 bombs, right? No, we cannot. Well, lucky we didn't waste our rubble shot then. Off you hop. You know what, actually, let's try and greed a bit for the crit. Ooh. Oh, come on, man. Roll is such an annoying orb to get caught as well because it's just like so much better when it's not caught. And I guess I couldn't pay attention to which boss I was fighting beforehand. But yeah, the Unicorn Horn pickup for Betsy as well is also just really nice. Oh my god. I really wish that wouldn't happen. I really hate that you can take the damage for going in a vine and then pop the vine. It's like, you shouldn't be able to do both of them in the same action. Oh well. Tiny. Surely, right? Thank you. I was kind of aiming for it, but it was pretty boring. So I'm happy it hit. Let's try and melt through these vines just so they're not active for my rubble shot. If you'll be so kind as to... Yeah, I'm kind of taking a bit more of a beating than I would like. This fight is always brutal, but oh no, 125 wasted damage. At least our scaling is happening. Surely this can get a real amount of damage. And this is why we had Rubble to our deck. Jesus, Rubble is just lovely. Absolutely lovely. Surely you can hit a crit or a refresh. Absolutely perfect. I was perfectly fine with either of them, and you also got a bomb. And a solid like 300 damage thanks to the bomb as well. Like, don't mind if I do. That was worth it. One Vine Pop is valuable. Even if it's not actually getting a whole bunch of damage, you know. It is still only a terrible. There's only so much it can do. Oh, that missed. Unfortunate, but that's what this shot is for, is what I was going to say. Yes, yes. Whew. Got impressively close towards the end there. Oh. 100 cash. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I've total. Ooh, seeing that 20 on the I've total sure is nice. Here's the thing. Without a doubt. No, there is doubt. Do I do it? Do I do it? I have very lackluster. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. I'm definitely adding that one to my deck. That one's just not something I can consider otherwise. Yes. Yeah. We just take it. It's pretty damn good. The sectorbs are not part of the Peglin satchel pool. Going to the stores is reasonably likely to find a thing. Probably not enough for me. I imagine I've just got a lot of upgrading I need to do that. Yeah, okay, I'm just not doing that apparently. Double store is just slightly too expensive for me. A bit out of my price range. Should be easy enough, right? Should be nice and simple. Oh, okay, that was way simpler than I expected. You can hit a crit, I believe in you. The good news is I didn't actually need to hit a crit because somehow I've hit 4 in the circle. That's funny. All my stats have just been dedicated to my circle. Well, there's the Omega for the... Actually, it's not that good with that. I kind of really want to get that upgrade done just because I know it's a lot worse because I have half damage. But it's still just a pretty big deal. Like, it is my AoE source right now. What was that shot? Very bad shot, but it was fine in the end. Yuck, I really did not want Poltergeist first. Having access to multiple sources of AoE at this point, though, is lovely. It's definitely the kind of thing you're really looking forward to to get through Area 2. Honestly, though, I am still just kind of scared of this final fight against Crossbow. I feel like we're really not that favored just yet. And sure, we have some really good things to deal with it. Okay, nice. Nice. No upgrades, we've got a store. Cool. Let's just deal with him immediately. Yeah, I agree with that. I would have appreciated dealing with him slightly faster, but it is what it is. Alright. Boom. Surely this hits one bomb perfect. And now we shoot... Oh, that didn't die? Jesus. I am shocked by that. And surely we hit enough damage here that... Yeah, perfect. I love when Poltergeist hits a bomb and just flies through all of the pegs. It's just so nice to see. Alright. Surely you can give me one more fight. Oh. Just a tiny bit more cash? Whatever, I'll take the free removal. I might buy an orb, actually. Probably not buying an orb. Oh. Let me tell you, I sure would have damn appreciated the extra passive option. But oh well. Getting +1, +2 on our pebble is kind of cool. We effectively bought us up with the sling, right? Oh. 87 health. It's definitely not going to be a 94. But 87 health. Ow. Not bad. 84 is what I believe the number was. Oh, surely, surely. Not surely. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to press that heal button. Nice shot, bro, nice shot. Okay, surely, right? Okay. 84 down to 46. So, only like 36 health lost. No, that's not too bad. Oh, that hurt. Don't do that again. Oh, oh, oh. Well, that's cool. Refreshing punch is certainly very neat. I will just take a refreshing punch. We are hitting a lot of pegs. We've only got one refresh on the board, but one refresh is enough to get some decent value from that. We save our Poltergeist for the next shot. Now we're shooting our AoE onto one more target. Amazing. Oh, nice. You hit all those bombs. That is very cool. Oh, perfect. Good stuff. Let's try and find an assemble piece. The enhanced pickup was pretty beautiful, wasn't it? Indeed it was. Honestly? Honestly. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, okay. I'm just considering the rubble orb here. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I don't think I'll take it though. As I mentioned, I just don't think it's really the time for it. Also, I'm not happy with any of these shots. This does not look like a nice shot, but it is. After all, I want to greed one more elite here. Most of the elites are fine, you know. Some of them are Resistance Knight. I'm not a big fan of Resistance Knight personally, especially not when I get a Poltergeist on the first shot. That is what I would call not ideal. Good news is we're getting our damage early, which is when you want the damage. It's way better than getting it late. But still, we just get slapped for way more than I would like here. Way more. I'm going to need to press that heal button yet again. Bonk. Alright, still no more assemble pieces. Splat Orb upgrade is pretty tempting because Splat Orb's going to be a pretty crucial piece. Okay, here's the deal. In this question mark, I either get a fight, in which case I'll do an upgrade. I'll get a remove, in which case I'll... No. It is definitely just always worth doing this Splat Orb here once. Unless, actually, it might not be. More crits on the board. Here is Backpack. And Balance. Balance is +1/+1 whenever I reload. Crit is maybe +1 damage per shot? Is that a fair statement to make? Here's the problem with crit. I don't actually know if I prefer Circle or Spiness yet, because it's down to what Refresh Course picks every single time. So I think I'll take the Shrewd Scales, just because there are some good passives I can hit in these treasure chests, which would make it super worth it. Yeah, and it's just good overall. Maybe that was a bad pick. Maybe I shouldn't have played for that. But it worked, so you can't really complain, can you? I indeed get the removes that I was talking about. So it's terrible now. The last pebble actually has value. Molten Gold. Okay, so I need to not get my health drained here. I need to be... I don't know if I can enter the boss on enough health, actually. Yeah, no, I want to enter the boss fight on more health than this. Are we on 36? 37. Oh man. Oh man. That's not good, Chief. Alright, at least our reload is nuts. Actually, just insane. And then we should get to kill this shot. Good. But like... this is not what I wanted whatsoever. This works, right? Oh, man, we are having to work for our Cruci 12 wins. I guess that's what it should be, you know. It makes sense, but still, just not exactly what you're looking for. You know, I really did actually think that I was going to get more than one assemble piece. Like, I saw that first assemble piece, and I'm just like, the odds that I see more. I love Bubble. I love democracy. His health is just gone. That's all there is to it. Man. This fight would have actually been spooky if we didn't have Rubble. Like, Rubble just solved this fight for us. And there we go. Definitely still a bit on the spookier side. Oh, I have ambidextrous. I totally forgot about that. But maybe I'm not meant to do that, actually. But I believe in the Rubble, right? We believe in the Rubble. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh no. Did I mess up? I might have messed up. I might have messed up big time. Well. Oh, hold up. Whew. That was scary for a second. He's not loaded. You know what that means? That's what that means. Absolutely perfect. 425? 425? Oh, no takers. Well. Whew. Well, that was a scary fight, but we hit a round guard randomly. But like, if we just got some bad RNG, then we were actually dead, as it turns out. Not ideal, but that's how it was. Matjuskishel durable. 20 on that, nice. Yeah, I think we just take durable and we move along. I'm pretty fine with our multi-balls not being small because we have a lot of balls on the board. And I don't really need them all being small. Durable should have a decent enough level of value as well that I think it should just work out. It'd be hard to tell though. It can be a bit of an issue. Not the best time, so I will of course shoot this shot. I'm not actually expecting it to do anything. Just so I can line that up. I actually really do appreciate the balance scaling for reload. I think it was definitely a good call. Probably mainly due to the fact that I actually had a round guard. But just overall, it has just definitely worked out more. Because, especially when you're picking up the, what's it called? This boss battle right here, Constricting Chains. You're really going to want something like it to just make sure that you can actually deal damage. Power Glove is a good substitute. Not the best, but it's a pretty good substitute. I'm just going to discard there. No point in giving you that freebie, eh? Ah, yes, let's do that. So I'm still on the lookout for the assemble pieces, not finding them. I'm going to 2 stores. That means that I could remove 2 orbs from my deck. I think we know what the worst 2 orbs in my deck are. Really unfortunate, to be honest, though. I thought it would hit one of the Sect Orbs, but no. The Sect Orb changes don't exactly make them easier to find, but I still figured I would actually find some. Like, Eye of Turtle generally gives you at least 2 or 3 pieces. I feel like on my assemble runs, where I've got Eye of Turtle, usually I'm finding at least 4 or something. 4 pieces. Now when I say finding 4 pieces, 2 of them are duplicates, of course, so I actually only have 2 pieces in my assemble. But I feel like I can still usually get that much. And also, yeah, I'm definitely going to want these removes on there. A lot of the orbs in my deck suck, and then I have a rubble in my deck, and you know, I should kind of just be shooting rubble by every single shot, and including against this boss, because this boss is weak to rubble. I'm pretty fine not to take any more fights. You son of a gun. Duplicate a random. It wasn't a single duplicate, it was actually good there. I didn't really want -1, -2 in my rubble. Tough choice. Tough choice. Alright, moving on. Next time, I imagine we'll probably buy a passive, but you know, if I get given mediocre options, I can't claim that, can I, Dan? And I'm just clicking that remove button, but would you look at this? Huh. That is interesting. I think it's somehow word on stick. It's very weird that, oh my god, I aimed so badly. I don't know where I thought I was going. I really don't. A good slime is fine. It's not going to do anything, but I would have much preferred to take the elite. Or maybe I wouldn't have. Maybe not taking the elite saved me. Honestly, there are a lot of Area 3 elites which can completely drain your health, so maybe I was actually blessed there. But I wasn't actually planning on taking the elite. I just kind of forgot about it. Surely I can hit some bombs. I was kind of aiming you towards the bombs because I wanted you to hit the bombs. Gotta be perfectly honest. Like that. Because once this infection gets up there, it's actually a lot. And the damage does count for something. Not much, but something. Alright, cool. What are the orb techs that I can pick up for this boss fight? There's not really many that I'm actually that interested in picking up. I can't find the roundabout, which is something you probably should be considering. But I definitely can't find it because I'm not playing the right class for it. Ooh, that was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. Though I'm kind of disappointed. No, I am still shooting my rubble. Boom. Perfect. And ironically, I should probably be picking up that bob. Not going to, because I don't want to. But I think it's actually just pretty good here. Keeps this infection stacking up. Please don't give me more of those. I've lost way too much health from... This one is actually decent. I'll take it. Remove an orb. Look, if I get given another remove, you know what's happening. I know what's happening. You know what's happening. Unfortunately, it was just a giga miss. Watch us get it in the last fight possible. How many pieces are you going to give us in the last fight possible? I think I actually did. Was that my first ever symbol run? Where I found a piece in the last possible fight. Maybe I even found 2 pieces. It was definitely at least 1 piece. Holy, my health! Well, that's not a good way to enter this fight, is it? Let's get discarding. Nice. Love to see it. Probably should have aimed directly at that refresh though, because, you know, 1 whole health matters a lot. Actually, it might matter a lot. I might have messed up by not having one more health. Well, we'll see if I needed one more health. It certainly could matter. I would prefer for my next shot to not kill, so we'll try and set that up. Which is why I'm going to be shooting an assemball, because, you know, it's an assemball. If there's any orb that I trust to not get a kill, it's this thing. This is just a bad investment, apparently. I'm not going to delay it more, though. I'm just going to claim a kill. And to claim a kill, it certainly will, because it's rubble. Yeah, okay. Story of the tournament is just pick rubble, win. Did I pick up a rubble in my Belan run? I don't think so. Yeah, okay, really? Really? Okay. Still just absolutely nothing. Now, 58 health is not exactly the amount of health I'd love to be entering this fight on. Hopefully it's enough. Splat orb, I'll pass. Let's shoot rubble, see what it can do first shot. Because after all, it's only the first shot, I haven't started scaling. I have to pop all the things. Surely it's not going to get insane amounts of damage, right? It might be wasted though, I don't know if I've actually... No, I've had enough AoE. 7,500 health, that is so much to chew through though. Hopefully we can just shoot one rubble per cycle and then just go from there. Because as long as I'm shooting the rubble, I'm actually just pretty fine. Realistically, I could be shooting the Poltergeist. Or the Splat Orb. I think both are also decent shots. To the point where I would definitely be shooting this Poltergeist here. Mostly because I want to be on a one cycle. I think that my reloads are just way too high value to be turning down right now. And yeah, it's not like Poltergeist doesn't still get amazing damage. That being said, I do kind of just want to shoot a rubble here. Look, if rubble can actually pierce through the minions and land a hit on the boss, that is just amazing. It's definitely higher value than a Poltergeist. But I don't really expect it to. It's just if it does, which it might have done this shot. I had a lot of sappers. 10 Miss Circle, that is actually getting mildly spooky. I will shoot the Poltergeist, I guess. Because they're getting a ton of damage too. It's just the rubbles that are just generally fun. Very close. One more Poltergeist? I don't like not being on a one-shot cycle, but we will just take this shot because, you know, his health is pretty low. And I also can't shoot the rubble first shot. Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely... Yet again, that's another fight that I had to work for in the tournament. Which is scary, but at least I could actually work for it, and I didn't just get completely shafted by RNG like the plan run. That was rough, man. And yes, I'm going to keep complaining about it. I promise I'll stop soon, but like honestly, still just so sad. The Cruisy 20 Belan run at least worked out distinctly well because yeah, no, Belan just feels pretty good into Cruisy, and I'm still just shocked about it. Anyway, change of topic. Let's talk about the run at hand. Rubble is really good. In case you didn't notice, every single one of the bosses that we fought this run, Rubble was just good into. So just very worth picking up, super worth the investment, and it just worked out flawlessly. Something I could have done, which actually would have been pretty interesting, is Rubble's a common orb. You can find tons of them, which means it's also just a very good game plan to be using. But I got offered an adventurer's backpack, and I actually could have taken it and run with it, I guess. Like, what were the other options for the adventurer's backpack? Let's try and remember. I don't recall. I think it was probably this Shrewd Scales one, but I'm not fully certain on that. Um, which would have been decent. Thing is, we've got the half damage, so how much cash are we investing? Like 75 per rubble to get mild benefits. It's definitely something I could do, and if I was playing slightly differently, like maybe if I had greed, maybe if I didn't have this constricting. It's both for and against. But I feel like if I had greed, I would have actually considered that line of play more. It's just I had zero greed, so I couldn't really lean myself into that kind of play. Like Molten Gold was the first one we got, and yeah, Molten Gold's nice. It's a plus 10 gold per battle effectively because Constricting Chains Rubble, we can just pop all of the pegs on the map very easily. But yeah, just not as good at collecting. Like your cash doesn't spike that much with it. Like if you're finding a Molten Gold late game, it's going to be a solid boost. But it's not going to be too crazy like what we ended there on 125 cash or something. Maybe it was 100 cash after I spent the 25 heal, which healing was certainly necessary. I was on like, I got down to I think at least 20 health at the end there. And thank God our our reloads were as good as they were. Because the extra reload was, extra refresh, fresh bandana was looking very tempting. Very, very tempting. But in the end, it was definitely just the correct call to take World on Stake. And wow. Honestly, this run should have died at the crossbow. It should have. I got exceptionally lucky for this round guard, and sure, that rubble was an amazing shot after boss's health gone. It was slightly problematic with it hitting all of the bombs. It didn't leave any of them for later shots, which meant that the only shots that could actually get through to the boss were the poltergeist shots, which means if I didn't have the round guard, luckily I did, I would have been giga screwed. But, I had round guard, so everything was totally fine. That's the way these Cruci 12 runs will be going. And especially once I hit Cruci 16. 15? 16. Horrible is 15, double reload is 16, all the way around? I think it's the other way around. Yeah, Crucible 15, let's say. Especially once I hit Crucible 15, I'm really going to want this dragon. Okay, that's presuming I get up to Crucible 15. These runs have gotten a lot tougher when I activated Cruci 12, and I don't think that's because I activated Cruci 12, but wow, these last few runs have been really rough. Yeah, the starting unicorn definitely didn't have as much of an impact as I was hoping, but just solid shots over the course of the run, and yeah, no, it just in the end, it was actually just a very useful passive to have over the course of the run. And I'm impressed at just how much I forgot about the ambient X-ray. Yeah, I really just totally blanked on the fact that I had it. Yeah, the X-ray AoE stuff was decent. I'm shocked that Poltergeist didn't do more this run. Probably because we harvest damage. It's pretty hard for Poltergeist to do stuff when you harvest damage. And it is definitely a shot which does not actually benefit that much from having two more Poltergeists on the board. But it was still just honestly mandatory to have. We probably would have lost without it. It's just so crucial to have access to good AoE. And luckily, somehow Choke Mod was actually decent. Luckily, we had a few good sources of AoE, like Poltergeist, Bombaton, Choke Mod, and then later down the line, we found Enhanced Gunpowder Short Fuse to just make sure that we're hitting our bombs in a timely manner, because that is what you're definitely going to need on some maps, a timely manner, especially when you're in Area 2.